New World, year 2257. From a distance, it looks quiet. Trees swaying, rivers smooth, a planet untouched. But here, silence is a lie. Men's thoughts are not just loud. They are visible, chaotic, ceaseless. They call it the noise. Every emotion, every memory, every fleeting idea, all of it spills out in sound and light. No man can hide what he thinks. No man can lie. And without a filter, a man is just what he is. Chaos walking. That is all Todd Hewitt has ever known. Raised in Prentisstown, a place filled with nothing but men, he's never heard silence, never known peace. His only companion is his dog Manshi, who barks his thoughts aloud with no more control than the humans. Todd walks the woods repeating a phrase in his head, the only way he knows to stay focused. I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt. It is the only shield he has against the storm in his mind. His noise, loud and panicked, pulses around him like static. Control it, he thinks. Hide it. Push it down. But thoughts do not listen. Manshi barks, chasing a crawler through the grass. Todd throws his knife. It hits. He picks it up and tosses the crawler to Manshi. The dog wags his tail, satisfied. Then Todd sees Aaron on a horse, watching from a distance. He freezes. No one rides near the old church anymore. No one goes there at all, he whispers to himself. Control your noise, Todd Hewitt. But the stranger hears him. Everyone always hears. And the man turns his horse with a knowing glance. He tells Todd not to hide it. Open your mind. Todd's noise explodes. He tries to stop thinking, tries to bury the rush of emotion, but it spills out anyway. I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt. The stranger strikes him. Todd hits the ground hard. His noise trembles. You are an orphan, the man says. Unwanted, weak, just like the women. Then he rides away before Todd can rise. That word echoes. Women. Todd has never seen one. In Prentisstown, they are all gone. The story is always the same. The Spackle killed them during the first settlement war. That is all he knows. But something about the stranger's words unsettles him. The way he says it, like it is a punchline to a lie. Later that afternoon, a hunting party returns. One of the boys shouts across the path. It is Todd, the shit shoveler, and his dumb dog. Todd clenches his fists. His noise flares. He thinks of a snake, and like magic, one appears, conjured by fear. He falls off his horse trying to dodge it. Hide your noise, Todd, he whispers again. Just hide it. Then comes the worst sound of all, a silence among the noise, the mayor. Everyone feels him approaching. David Prentice, a man whose power comes from the one thing no one else can do. Silence his thoughts. Todd straightens as the mayor rides in. A calm presence, controlled, confident. Very clever use of your noise, son, he says. My own boy could learn from you. The youngest man in Prentisstown. The memory flashes back to Todd's birthday. The mayor handed him a knife, told him he was a man now, the last one to come of age. His noise trembled that day. Boys dream of knives and men dream of silence. But Prentisstown only offers one of the two. Far above them in the sky, a scout ship pierces the atmosphere. It stutters, shakes, on fire. Inside, the crew hears everything. Screaming thoughts, panic. They are going to die. The ship crashes violently into the forest. Todd is in the field when it happens. He sees smoke, a distant gleam of metal. He runs, thinking the whole time, thief, danger, what is it? And then he sees it, a spaceship, real and broken, alien to this world. He runs to the mayor, tells him what he saw. Everyone hears his noise, space, survivor, grave, danger. The mayor listens. He nods. His thoughts are hidden. His face says little. He asks Todd what the survivor looked like. Todd says something strange. The person had no noise. Find her, the mayor says. Todd returns to the forest. Branches crack beneath his feet. His mind races. His thoughts betray him again. Then he sees her, a girl. The first he has ever seen, young, dazed, alone. She stares at him. He panics. Shut up, Todd, he thinks. Control it. but she hears the noise. I found her. I found her. She runs. Men chase her down. They surround her. They circle like wolves. The mayor rides in and greets her warmly. His voice is smooth. His noise is silent. He welcomes her. "You are safe now," he says. "It was a terrible crash. You are lucky to be alive." He shows her the town, apologizes for the graves, says the colony has had hard times. She listens, but she notices everything. The noise, the way it floods the streets, every man broadcasting thoughts he does not want her to hear. She asks a question. "Can you hear mine?" The mayor smiles. "Number." She asks about the women, David said. "There was a war, the spackle killed them, all of them." He asked her how she came here. She explains. She was part of a scout team, sent to investigate after the first colony went dark. Their main ship holds 4,000. It will land soon. She says they are coming. She just needs to contact them. The mayor nods, asks where the ship will land. She hesitates. Why? She listens again. This time not to noise, but to silence. That is the real danger. What is not said? The mayor excuses her, orders his son not to speak to her, orders everyone to keep away, but not everyone listens. Davy sneaks into her room, goes through her bag, finds a strange device. She tells him to stop. He pushes a button. There is a flash, a small explosion. Viola had been trying to escape, but when the voices came closer, she had no choice. She was already hidden under the table, silent, waiting. Two men stepped inside. One of them was the mayor. She didn't move. Then she heard it. The mayor. "If we take her ship, we can take control of the planet. They'll be in hypersleep when they land, so they won't expect an ambush." A pause followed, cold, certain. "The truth demands a martyr." Aaron spoke. Viola's breath caught. This wasn't about helping the colony. It was about destroying it. And now she was in the way. Hooves stamp, guns are loaded. They ride out to hunt her down. Todd sees it all, begins to understand. He grabs her bag and hides it in the barn. She finds him there. He tells her not to go out. They are looking for her. His mind screams. She is pretty. I like her. I will not give her back. Ben and Cillian hear the noise. They confront him. The mayor's riders are coming. Ben says if you want to help her, leave now. Go to Far Branch. Take the map. Protect her. Cillian adds one more thing. Do not say where you are from. Do not mention Prentice Town. He nods. They prepare to run. The mayor arrives, demands to search. Todd shouts in his head, I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt, trying to musk his thoughts. Then the barn explodes with noise. The motorcycle roars. Viola escapes. Shots are fired. Ben tells Todd to run. Cillian is shot. Todd rides. Viola rides. The forest blurs around them. Behind them, everything burns. They ride through the forest with gunshots fading behind them. Todd grips the reins tightly, thoughts spinning out of control. Viola keeps ahead on the motorcycle, her face locked in focus. Every second counts. Behind them, Prentice Town buries its dead. Cillian's final thought still echoes through Ben's mind. Keep him safe. Our boy. Keep him safe. Viola and Todd come to a steep hill. The ground crumbles beneath them. They fall. The horse breaks its leg on impact. Todd kneels beside it. His voice trembles. He strokes its mane one last time. Then silence. A mercy no one wants to give. Viola watches, uncertain, guarded. She has seen enough to be afraid. Todd tries to calm her. He promises he is not like them. His thoughts betray him again. Take her back. Turn her in. Numbers, shut up, Todd. She asks about the map. Far Branch. He tells her it is the only place they might find help. She asks if she can contact her ship there. He answers truthfully. He does not know, but they have no other choice. In Prentice Town, the mayor tightens his grip. Ben refuses to help, but the memory of Todd's mother is louder than the mayor's threats. Her voice soft but firm. Keep him safe. The mayor stands over the grave, unmoved. He tells Ben they need unity now. All men, one purpose. Ben's silence says more than his noise ever could. Meanwhile, Todd and Viola move through the woods. Rain falls. Viola watches in wonder. It is her first time seeing it. Her eyes fill with quiet sadness. She tells Todd her parents are gone. They got sick on the journey. They knew they would not make it to the new world. They made her promise to carry on, to find something better. Todd listens, his noise echoing. He thinks she is lonely, just like him. She finally says her name, Viola. He replies without thinking. His voice cracks as the words drift between them. Manchi finds them, loyal and loud. Todd smiles. For a moment, things feel normal. A boy, a dog, a friend. They reach the edge of a lake. Across it lies the Spackle village. Alien, mysterious, the supposed enemy. Suddenly, from the water, a creature rises. The Spackle, towering, silent. Todd cannot think straight. His noise spirals. Be a man. They killed your mom. Be a man. The Spackle charges. Todd fights back. Punches land. He draws his knife. He almost kills. But the creature backs away. It does not fight. It leaves. Todd lowers his blade, confused, shaken. The silence between them said more than their words ever could. Neither of them knew what that creature was, but for the first time, Todd wasn't sure who the real monsters were. They move on. Far Branch rises ahead, quiet and built into the land, a place untouched by Prentice Town. They enter. A little girl sees them first, then the others. Women, dozens of them. Calm, silent, no noise. Todd stares. He does not know how to process what he is seeing. They ask where he is from. He says nothing. Viola speaks for him. Prentice Town. The word lands like a bomb. Panic spreads. Guards step forward. People shout. What are they doing here? Why bring him? The mayor of Far Branch meets them. She does not trust easily, but Viola explains. They are running. The men want her ship, her people. They stay the night. Todd cannot sleep. Neither can Viola. He opens a small book tucked in his bag, his mother's journal. Ben must have placed it there. Viola asks what it says. Todd says he cannot read. Books were burned when he was young. The noise was enough, they said. Education through chaos. She offers to read for him. It begins with a name, Carissa Hewitt. She writes about a man named David Prentice, how he convinced them to build a town, a place where the noise would be free. She writes of fear, of men who could not handle being known, who could not bear women seeing everything while they saw nothing in return. And then she writes the truth. It was not the Spackle. The men killed the women. Todd's hands tremble. His noise surges. He hears his mother's voice. Remember the song I sang to you every morning. I will never leave you. He cries. It all makes sense now. The lies, the silences, the rage. My mother. He killed her. The mayor killed her. And I will kill him. Prentice Town marches toward Far Branch. Guns loaded, horses are ready. The mayor rides at the front. His voice is calm, his noise controlled. The mayor of Far Branch faces him. She says they will not surrender the girl. David speaks through the noise. I am the circle. The circle is me. Surrender. Fighting breaks out. Todd and Viola flee, but Aaron follows. The preacher, wild-eyed. His noise is a storm of scripture and madness. They hide in a garage. Ben finds them. He hugs Todd. The reunion is brief. The moment was warm. Ben has a plan. He walks Viola outside. Then she disappears. Her noise master. She and Todd run. Aaron chases them still, through the forest, toward a lake. They find a boat. Row fast. But Aaron is relentless. He catches up. The boat flips. Viola struggles in the water. Todd grabs her, pulls her back. Aaron took hold of Manchi. He looks Todd in the eyes, and then he drowns the dog. Todd screams, helpless. They continue toward Haven, the last known outpost. Maybe there is hope. They find the old expansion ship. A transmitter sits atop the structure. Viola climbs. The antenna is broken. She cannot send a signal. Todd climbs higher to fix it. But Prentice Town arrives. Aaron attacks again. He finds Viola, beats her, grabs her by the collar. He rants. I showed them no mercy. I could not hear the difference between the voice of God and the noise. Kill me. Free me. Viola fights back, finds one of her devices. It flares with light. Aaron burns, screaming, ashes in the air. Outside, David Prentice confronts Ben. He threatens to kill him. Outside, David Prentice faced Ben. One sudden shot, no hesitation. Ben dropped, bleeding into the dirt. He looked at Todd. A final glance, a silent goodbye. Then his hand reached up and slipped something into Todd's grip, and he was gone. Todd froze, chest heaving, eyes locked on the man who had taken everything. David Prentice stepped closer, slow and certain. "You're not a killer, Todd. It's not in your blood." He smiled. "It's in mine." Todd was hurt, exhausted, but something stirred inside the noise. A sound, faint at first, gentle, a melody, his mother's song. The one she sang to him every morning. He hadn't heard it in years, but it was still there, buried deep in the chaos. And with it, the noise changed. No longer a storm of panic. It sharpened, solidified. He controlled it. And then they came. The faces of the women he killed. Dozens, maybe hundreds. Rising from the noise like ghosts in the light. Their eyes locked on the mayor. "You killed us. You couldn't handle the truth being seen." Todd didn't say a word, but his noise was a weapon now. Todd had learned to shape it, to weaponize it, just like the mayor once did, but now it was being used against him. The voices surrounded David, echoes of every lie, every sin, and the truth was cutting deeper than any blade. The mayor stumbled back, surrounded by everything he tried to erase. Guilt crashed down around him. No more silence, no more control. Just the voices of those he buried, calling him what he was. A coward. Viola stepped in. He clung to the edge, fingers wrapped around the pipe. Viola stood firm, eyes locked. They held it together, then she let it slip. David Prentice fell, and with him, the lies finally ended. Above them, the sky opens. The colony ship descends, Todd unconscious. He wakes days later, his body aching. Viola is there. She smiles. Outside, the world is changing. Colonists walk the land. Life begins again. Viola looked at the horizon and said, "This planet, it is growing on me." Todd steps forward. For the first time, there is silence.